Hey everybody, Luigi, and today I'm showing you my settings for my action screen capture. I've actually brought this. I was using the trial for a while to get used to it, and then when I thought it was really good I brought the actual real thing. This is actually on Steam at the moment, so you can get it for the Steam sales if you really want it cheap. I didn't know this was on Steam. I've always bought the desktop one off the actual website, but it actually is on Steam, so you can use whichever one you want. It would be exactly the same, pop up like this. So these are the settings that I use for every game. Obviously I can't do anything with this because I'm actually recording this actual video itself, but I can still show you the layout that I already have. So I have the AVI. I've always had the AVI, always remember that. If you're doing webcam you have to switch to MP4, but there is a bit of an issue with the MP4 because sometimes it doesn't pick up your audio or it won't pick up the game audio. So I've always done AVI, and if you want to do webcam then I would record it with another webcam recorder and then sync it up in video. That'd be the best solution, but with AVI it's much more better, especially for Sony Vegas, because it will split the audio formats for you. The hardware acceleration to my graphics card, the video size 1080p, the video frame rate is 60 frames per second. That's the max that it can go up to now. It used to be 30 frames per second. The duration, never worry about. I believe this is something to show on screen, the recording time. I never worry about it at all. The microphone is always recorded. I selected that. The webcam as well. It does select your webcam, but if you go into the settings bit and go on to the webcam bit, you can set it up there, but you have to come back here and then click the webcam to enable it to be recorded. And the application as well, that can, like, if you just want to record a selected application, so if you have Google Chrome open, you just want to record Google Chrome, then just go ahead and record that screen, and you don't have to worry about having other screens appearing on that recording. Now the box I'm on now is the active screen. Like, this is the records the actual screen and everything going on in the background. You got game application recording, so if I'm on a Steam game saying White Noise 2 for example, it will record White Noise 2, and if I go back onto my web browser mid-game, it will still be recording White Noise 2 and won't be showing you my desktop. Very fun feature, I would definitely recommend it. Now what you want to do now, if you have the live settings, if you want to be streaming live, you can set that up. Mine's already set, but make sure that you click here to enable action live streaming, and then you got to read this box here, Control plus F9 to start and stop live streaming. Okay, I've always pushed F9, which does start the recording. As you can see here, F9 starts recording, but you have to hold Control first and then press F9, and then it will start live streaming. The audio recording here is just when you want to record the audio, just the audio and nothing else. This is good if you just want to get a few segments, like for like a story or a PowerPoint or something like that. I've done this sometimes and it's really good, as you can hear in now. But I am having the screen and the audio recorded at the exact same time. This is just for audio, and F10 is your shortcut for it. The benchmark, I don't bother having that in there. Capture screenshots, F12 if you want to capture the screen at any point during your gameplay. And you want to go into the settings bit. Now this is something you want to do before you start recording. Go into the first bit, general, and I've always just tick automatically check for updates, so I can update to the latest version. You can see here I've got the latest version here, but I'm not going to bother updating it just yet, so I'm going to hit close. That will appear up next time when I restart my computer. You can click to run action on Windows Startup if you want to, but I don't normally use it every single day, so I won't be ticking that, and that's the only box to be ticking. Then the next bit, we have the video recording settings. Now the video quality you can have on ultra, I have on high. Why do you say high? Well, some of the games that I play, it's no point in having it because it's all to do with the game settings as well. Say for example you're playing GTA and you can have it all on ultra settings, then select the ultra recording bit. But as I play games in high settings, I don't see the point of having my screen capture recording ultra when it will make no difference whatsoever. So I'll be keeping it at high. That's what people never understand, is the simple stuff like that. Make sure it's actually worth your game. Like, I know when I play my PS1 emulators I have it on high, but I have so many shaders on, I don't know what to expect, so I keep it on high, and it does affect the quality size as well. So if you can run games in ultra, then select ultra, but if you can just do high, then just do high. I've always done high. And then you can record mouse cursor, so if you're doing tutorials like I am, you want to have your mouse, you can record your mouse. You can select visual clicks, which I never do because they look very awkward when you do them on video. Use multi-core recording, I always kept that on. the input range kept there, and the bitrate for MP4 I've always clicked 100%. Then what you want to do is you've got the overlay. You can use an overlay. I never do use an overlay because I've always added an overlay in when I do my editing, so I've always left that out. Now this is the webcam, okay? You can always select always record, because you never know if you want to do recording with a webcam only. You can select the preview of it, which I have it here, but it's recording the back of my PC at the moment, and then you can choose just to have it fit in screen. So if you just want to do a webcam recording video, then go ahead and do that. But if you're trying to do a game overlay, then do it like that. You want to change the video size, just do it like that. The position as well, the vertical. And you got the chrome key, so if you're using a green screen, you want to tick that box and it will remove the green in the background. Also, we can select this bit to select the colour, and it will remove just that selected colour. You can see there it's changing. Now unfortunately I'm just not going to be using green screen because I never normally do, but I never normally use webcam, so I'm not going to mess around with the settings anymore. Remember, if you do want it to appear, you have to click the webcam tick bit here, and then back onto the audio bit, and this is something I would advise you doing, is tick the record system sound. So when you're playing the game, you want to record the your PC sounds, so you want to make sure it picks up the game audio, or if you're in a podcast or if you're in a group chat, you want this to pick up your group chat as well. So always do that. If people complain, oh it's not picking up my chat, this is why. And the audio device, I've always clicked the system default, because what I normally do is to right click on my speakers, go into recording devices, and I've always selected my default mic. So my Blue Yeti is my default device, and it will pick up that instantly. You can select it automatically, but I've always kept system default. It makes it so much more easier and less complicated for you. The bitrate as well is for default, because it depends what sort of mic you're using, but you have default as well. It saves you actually setting it, because imagine if you change from a different mic because your Blue Yeti was unavailable and you was using a condenser mic, the default will pick it up. The default bitrate that the condenser mic can actually use saves you changing it every single time. Now we had the audio settings, now this is the microphone setting. I've always kept the system default. As you can see there, when I brought up this, you got the default on the microphone, and then the playback as well. I've got the default on my speakers, so just keep yours to default and change it in there if you need to. Because we all know what mic and system sounds we use, and we always set them to default, so saves time and effort. Record microphone into separate audio track. Now when you start recording this in AVI, you only see one video file, there's no audio track underneath it. That's because when you put it into your editing software, and I would advise only use Sony Vegas for this, but when you put that file into your Sony Vegas and drop it into the video box, it will separate the game and audio underneath the video clip for you. So if you're panicking like it didn't record the audio into the separate track, put it into your editing software and it will automatically separate it for you. It's very confusing, but once you see it and try it, you'll understand that it's so much more simple and it's not a hassle at all. And I've always kept the sound to be balanced. So the system sounds is 16%, my microphone is 84%. If you do 100% on this, it will not pick up any system sounds. So just make sure you keep this the same, don't even bother touching it. And the microphone delay, it's like if you want a little bit of delay on your microphone, don't know why you would want that, it depends on what you're sort of doing, you can do that, but this is what I have. So that's just to clarify what the record microphone into a separate audio track does. Now we have the HUD settings, and this here is essential because in the top right corner, which you can't see now, would be my recording box telling me how long I'm recording for and how many frames per second it's picking up and how much disk space I have. Now I always say do not record HUD during desktop recording, do not record HUD in games and application. What that does and what that means is when you hit record you will still see the box, but when you watch the playback of the video the box won't be there. It hides it from the actual recording, but you manually and only you will be able to see it, so you can still keep track of it when you're playing a game. So if you're worrying like, oh, it's still showing up in the top corner, don't stress yourself out. After you watch the playback, it won't be there in the actual playback file. And you can hide HUD on action startup. I've always unticked it, like I never actually ticked these at all. I've always kept show disk space and then show live stream viewing statistics. Now what this bottom one does, if you're streaming to YouTube or Twitch, it will show you next to your little recording bit. So what I was telling you earlier in the top right corner where I have mine, it tells you how long you've been recording for and the disk space. But basically it will tell you next to it on the left how many people are viewing that stream. So say 7, 10, 1,000, depends on how many people watch you. So that's something good to keep up on, because if you're playing the game, if you're going, oh, how many people are in chat? Oh wow, there's 185 people in chat right about now. And then the export settings, I always get the same, so keep that in check, like export mouse visual clicks. The output folder, which you can do manually here, or you can do it here if this is where you want your videos and audio files to be recorded to. But what you want to keep stress of is that it only does it for the videos themselves. If you want to do just audio itself, you have to go into your audio bit and select where you want your audio to be saved. Now I've got mine in default file action / audio because I haven't changed mine yet unfortunately, but I would recommend you click on here and changing it where you want it to be saved, so you know where to look for it next time you use it. And I think that's about it. That's all my rendering settings. The only bit I have to show you is the shortcut keys, like where you want to record and that. It doesn't actually show you the live streaming bit, but like I said, it's Control F9 because they added a new function where you don't have like another key for it. It used to be F10, but now you can just hold Control and press F9. So yeah, that's my settings for action screen capture, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.